Hi, everyone. Ooh, hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let's make sure I get it together. I didn't even see. I am feeling a little bit slow because I didn't tell people we were live. You know how I put everything in the community tab. I didn't want to do a thumbnail because I wasn't ready to do a thumbnail. I'm slacking today. Okay, I'm still like in the birthday phase. I probably should have taken today off too. Just saying. Let me tell everybody we're live. Live now. Come on over. Come on over. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. I see. Yes. Thank the sassy sister. You said that's right. I'm on a birthday hangover. I'm on a birthday hangover. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am. I am. I was reflecting a little bit. I said, "Dang, I'm older and none the wiser. Never, never." I've collected. I think I counted. I do have about. Not that I'm gonna point it out, but I got about 4 gray hairs right here, somewhere over there. They're hiding. And I'm scared to pull them out because they said, and at least culturally for me, you pull one out, like 20 come to the funeral for this gray hair. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh, my Tinkle Tits McGee. Shout out to Tinkle Tits. Thank you. You're looking wonderful. Y'all are looking great. Okay. From what I can see. All right, let's get it together. Let me see. I see Chico in the house. Pika. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did I see SW earlier? Shauna B in the house. Thank you. Hey, Miss Bonnie. Shout out to Miss Bonnie. Says Upchurch News on a random Tuesday. I didn't even know what to think, right? Glitter is forever. My love, welcome. Thank you for being a member. Yes, yes. SW, it's going to be a slow night tonight. I have a feeling, which is kind of cool because I kind of get to, hang out with everybody and connect with you guys and everything. And, we just get to kick it a little bit. I don't know, just saying. But welcome, welcome. SW's in the house. Thank you for being here. Look at you guys. DB, welcome. Hey, Cynthia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody. I see everybody coming through. All right. Hold up. Let me see what other members we got here in the house. Liz G, welcome. Anne says, I'm here for it. I haven't kept up to date with the Ryan gossip. LOL, Lord. Listen, today's going to be a good day because, so we're going to review the first part of the motion. All right, and then for those that are new to this lawsuit, I'll just give you a quick little rundown a little bit. But just let me just say it's just part one, and then we'll do part two maybe sometime this week. Okay? Kate, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Lord have mercy. All right. Jody's in the house. Adas is in the house. How are you, Adas? Hope you're doing well. Rebecca, thank you for being here. Birdie, is it Binsky? Oh, that's a cute name. Birdie Binsky? Is that how you say it? Did I say it right? Let me know. Gin, girl, that sounds so good right now. Let me tell you, some gin and juice. You're gonna kill me because you know I always mutilate your name, love. Pierre, Pierre, and I don't want to say the last with the double T's because then I'll mutilate it. Just put it on the chat, and that way I don't kill it later. Just saying. Just you've helped me pronounce the name before. Thank you, thank you. Teresa, welcome. Okay, I see everybody in the house. Okay, Margot, see Margot? Shout out to Margot. Margot had to correct me a couple times. She just said, you know what, just call me Margot, so stop. Like, stop. You're mutilating my name. Karma is a B. Hi, I am Karma. Welcome, love. Okay, where have you been? Where have you been? I hope you're doing well. She says, haha, I'm in Vegas about to bungee jump off a tour. I was so going to stream, but instead I support. Aw, girl, so you just bungee jumping? That's what you do? Just be careful, okay? Be careful. Thank you for the 199 love. Shout out to you. We are celebrating today. Nebulous is in the house. Nebulous. I swear you and your jokes. I'm just saying. Candalee, thank you for being here. I'm 72 and not one gray hair. Ooh, I need your genes. This is my thought process. I said once I really because there's this lady on YouTube who like I guess she has her hair all gray, really gorgeous, gorgeous looking woman on YouTube. I forgot her name and I'm subscribed to her. I got to find out what the channel name is. But she does a lot of like fashion and her hair is just like platinum gray. It just looks gorgeous. I'm like, I want that hair. Not right now, but at some point I want it like that, like just gorgeous. Hey, Mark, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. Morals, where have you been? Pure edit, pure edit, pure. Thank you, babe. All right. I'm gonna call you Miss P. Can I call you Miss P? Yes, you've been following me for a long time. I'm just gonna call you Miss P. Don't be mad at me. Morals, thank you for being here. Yes, everybody. No worries. You put that pizza in the oven. Shay Rosa says, I'm not familiar, so I'm ready to dive into all the down the rabbit holes we need to see. B. Tim's in the house. Yes. He says, well, I'm sure this motion to dismiss won't make me laugh and it will be super serious. Yes, it will. Because it's got all the law words and all the crazy crap that we have to read. But you already know we're here to support. And we're going to read through it for sure. The only Anji, thank you for being here. Yes, I see everybody. All right, people are coming through. Um, LOL, new grandson, first one. Aw, well, shout out to you and your grandson. Thank you for being here. Okay, I feel like I'm good. Thank you, Rapper. Now, Rapper, let me say something to you. I have blocked like 5 or 6 rappers. Are you the same rapper that's been trolling? Just let me know. Can you let me know now or forever hold your peace? Because I've been seeing you. I think I have like 3 or 4 rappers blocked because they do the most on the chat. You gonna be doing that? Just let me know. There's only one, only Miss P, and no one wants to be called Miss P. Okay. Well, how about Pie, Miss Pie? All right. Okay. Let me get to it. Hey, TJ. All right. I think I've caught up with most of the comments. Thank you. You're fixing a snack, girl. Fix your snack. Get your coffee. Get your drink. Do what you got to do. Gotcha. I'm an AI and my dome is a shiny silver. Silver circle like the song by Upchurch. Do I really have the Upchurch trolls in here? Please. I mean, y'all are welcome. You already know. Much love to you. Okay. This is much love to you. And I think you guys are gonna like this live, especially for those Upchurch supporters, because we're actually reviewing the paperwork that was submitted by Upchurch's attorney. Okay. I will do my best. I am not an attorney, not an expert whatsoever. I'm just reading. Okay. And feel free to correct me in the chat. So, for those that don't know what this case is about, it is very simple. I want to say back in 2021, 2022, when was it? It had to be 2021. Now I'm just losing track of time. 2022, that's when it was. A YouTuber by the name of Ryan Upchurch here on YouTube, who mainly is focusing on music, decided to sneak over here to the true crime sector and cover true crime cases, which is everybody's right to do, right? He can cover true crime cases. Well, he decided to, give commentary, and his commentary became very much defamatory, libel, slander, all those legal words, right? Those kinds of words. And it started to get really dark. I witnessed it myself because I talked about it actually. Several other creators talked about it as well, right? Yep. Dang mess. Yeah, it sure did. Sure did. A mess out of real life horror situation, a mess out of a true crime story. So, for those that don't know the Kylie Rodney case, which a lot of YouTubers are still talking about it was about a young girl out of Truckee, California. It gained national attention, okay, and international attention. People were making content out of it on YouTube specifically. And so you had true crime channels like Ickedmel, okay? And you guys know we follow Ickedmel. He's a channel friend. He started covering it, and um, other creators started covering this. Actually, a lot of creators started covering this disappearance of this girl. This girl was found. She had died. She basically was found in her vehicle at the bottom of a lake. Okay. There was a lot of speculation leading up, and Mr. Upchurch, with his 3 million followers, decided to get into the conspiracy theories, including other YouTubers, calling people child sex traffickers, okay, writing it on titles, making videos, Ickedmel, as well as other creators, were doxxed, were threatened, were defamed, um, and all to try to cover this true crime case. And this was, again, Ryan Upchurch that did all that. And you would think after it was ruled that her death was an accident, that she herself drove her vehicle to the lake and that's where she was found, you would have thought that that would have been enough for anyone, right? Anyone to have said, I'm going to correct the record. I'm going to come back and go live and say, you know what? I shouldn't have said that this YouTuber right here, the way you spell his name means sell me a kid. I shouldn't have put out there that this YouTuber right here is somehow connected to some underground, human trafficking porn ring. I shouldn't have done that, but he did. And so, did he take that back? No, he didn't. He never apologized. He kind of did his thing. He dropped a country music song, okay, right around the controversy. Because if you start actually looking into Mr. Ryan Upchurch in 2016, he tends to cause controversy in order for his music to pick up traction. Typically, when you have like artists, um, you have them focus on the music, on their actual talent. And for him, he's like, no, I'm going to talk about true crime. And then I'm going to say that the family, this was all a lie, that the young girl, never existed. So put this family through hell. Then you have these bottom feeders of the bottom. And I'm not talking, look, there's bottom feeders and then there's bottom feeders of the bottom. That's like the lowest level of a bottom feeder. Okay. You have a bottom feeder, then you have a bottom of the bottom. Like that's different levels, whole different level. Who started doing these bottom feeders of the bottom started doing content on what Ryan Upchurch was saying, fueling the flame of conspiracies and misinformation. Yeah. People were calling Ickedmel's phone, calling him all kinds of sex offenders and child predators, making all kinds of threats, doxing his family, putting his child up there, saying all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, yeah. You thought that was funny, Litter? Listen, the next time somebody says something to you, just say, "Are you a bottom of the bottom?" Because that's the lowest you can go. Okay, there's bottom, then there's bottom of the bottom. There's levels to this shit. Yeah, in Running Bear, I'm so glad. Like, this isn't shitting on the man's music. I mean, personally, I can't tell you what it is. I can't. It sounds like he is somebody that has gotten it from the mud. He doesn't use certain, like, he's done it all by himself, which awesome, phenomenal. Organic growth is great, right? Of course, he's never really shown us his YouTube plaque. Like, we don't really know if those people are real, but it sounds like they might be. I don't really know, you know? Oh, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I try. I'm just trying to give you guys some backstory of this case. And we'll skim through it. I'm not a legal. I'm just a rabbit who reads. That's all. So those of you guys that have been following this situation. So today we're going to cover, let me go back, the motion to dismiss plaintiff's complaint. Okay, so with all the harassment that happened, with all the defamation, with the impact, the emotional distress that Mel went through, he says, no, enough. I'm going to file a lawsuit. And honestly, I'm happy that he has done and taken a stance against this, right? Because you should. If you are, if this is your work, this is how you do your work, to have somebody call you a sex offender, anything with kids or having to do with human trafficking or rings or anything like that, that impacts how people see you. And yeah, till you did. And that's what we're going to read. So then the attorneys for Ryan Upchurch filed this motion, right? They said, no, we're going to file this motion. We're going to do it right now. It's free speech, which is fine, whatever, if that's how you feel. There's a difference, right? Like you can say all the free speech that you want, but I believe the exception to the rule is defamation, right? Like if you defame anybody under the First Amendment and it's actually showing that you've been lying, okay? And then your lying leads to harassment and the livelihood of other people and the people's ability to do their work, be safe in their home. Yeah, you should be sued. You should. My understanding is that Ryan Upchurch has so many lawsuits, right? I think his mother is suing him as well. Um, Other people are suing him. I'm not really sure. This is, hey Stacy, hey Running Bear, everybody here. Thank you for being here. This is not new to him. He's true to the lawsuits. Is that how you say? Yeah, I'm not. He's not new to it. He's true to it. He's true to the lawsuits, right? And I'm sure that if somebody put any type of offender on his name or predator or pedo, I'm sure Ryan Upchurch would be doing the same to any of us. He would probably be suing us, right? He's got the money, right? Hey, Lutfi, thank you for being here. Lord, it says, I bet he has a gold plaque of all the people who've sued him. Oh, yeah. You would think. I mean, the guy is, he's got a lot of money. I just don't get it. Like, your money goes quick in lawsuits, It does, right? It just does. Hey, Miyu, welcome, welcome. All right, everybody's coming through. Look at this. All right, what is the C Fowls / Upchurch connection? I don't know, Bonnie. I've never heard of that. What's the connection? I mean, I know the guy has his own drama and he's got his own community. I mean, what are they called? They get mad at me every time I talk about Upchurch. Girl, they get mad at me every time I talk about Upchurch. They say that I'm doing this for clicks and views, and you know what? They're right because this is YouTube. And we do things for clicks and views. We bring the news for clicks and views. But you know what? People will never tell you that to your face, and I will. There was a girl who said that I needed to get on government cheese. And I said, you know what? She's right. Because it's free. I do. Anyways, I'm not being paid. Mm-mm-mm. Let's get it together. Thank you, Miss Bonnie, again. And AMAC's been a member for 4 freaking months. Thank you, AMAC. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yeah, give me some damn free cheese, Ann, right? Girl, we could listen, we'll cut it up and we'll make some quesadillas up in this bitch today. Oh, we will do it. We'll get the salsa, we'll get that yellow brick ass cheese. Give me some tortillas. We got this. Let's go make some quesadillas. Tell me where I can get the government cheese, girl. Today. Today. Ahorita. Mm-mm. All right. Okay, you guys are like distracting me. How dare you? Okay, this is all your guys' fault. Okay, let's get it together. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Avax, like my mom gets free cheese. Yes, quesadillas. Shout out to you. All right, yo, Chico's like, I want some birria tacos. Okay. All right, y'all better stop because you guys are gonna get me in trouble. And you already know these comments with the trolls are gonna be like, bitch, shut up and read the damn documents. And be like, all right, sorry. I'll make sure I time it at the 18-minute marks. That's when we're reading these damn documents. Here we go. Okay. All right. So Upchurch's attorney filed a motion to dismiss a plaintiff's complaint. Okay. So plaintiff's complaint should be dismissed in its entirety under the federal rule of civil procedure for reasons set forth in motion to dismiss. Document 14 and the reasons set forth herein. Yes, statements of background. So for those that know the background, we just reviewed it a little bit. I'll skim read some of this, but plaintiff, which is Mel, okay, is a self described YouTuber posting on true crime stories and other current events, news events. Okay, he alleged that defendant Ryan Upchurch is a prominent YouTube personality, popular among aficionados of redneck rap music and conspiracy theories. Now, we talked about that. He does. I was actually kind of curious about. I've never heard of redneck rap, so I did listen to one of his songs. I said, "Well, damn, this is pretty catchy." I can understand some of it, but I've never really. I'm just saying. Me redneck rap. I just don't know what that is. So I'm not gonna lie. Tinkle Tit says it's the wall punching rap music. I mean, yeah, when he goes live, there's like usually, or when he does a video, there's typically like holes on the wall. So maybe that's inspiration. Listen, whatever inspires you, if you got to take down a wall, take it. Take it. Bonnie says tortilla, mezcal, and government queso. Amen. Thank you for the 499, girl. Yes. Yes. We shall. Me, you says like gag. Yo, all right. Let's get it together. Clearly, you're not going to be bumping any of that rap. I'm just saying you're taking it for the walls. I'm just saying, but he's got money. You know, he can buy new walls. It is what it is. That's what happens when you're rich. I don't know. You can punch holes in walls and not get in trouble for it. You know. Thank you, Lazy Bee. I couldn't agree with you more. Music for remodeling homes. All right, let's stop. So, yes, so he's described as that. Plaintiff and Mr. Upchurch both began posting videos discussing the disappearance of Kylie Rodney, a 16-year-old girl who disappeared after leaving a party near Tahoe National Forest in California. Her disappearance had quickly gained nationwide attention, spawning a massive search and rescue operation and inspiring fierce debate as to her whereabouts, specifically within the true crime community on YouTube. Yeah, it did. Now that I agree. Lana's like, I am not a fan. Not a fan. Shout out to you. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. So, does Rodney's disappearance became a public controversy and a matter of public concern? Rodney's missing updates, hoodie, necklace, California girl disappears during party in the woods. Moreover, the dispute between Mr. Upchurch and plaintiff became its own matter of public concern. Hmm. Plaintiff, which is Mel, began posting videos about Rodney's disappearance on August 9th of 2022. 3 days after her disappearance, um, plaintiff was hosting live webcasts on the disappearance and had call-in guests, including a man named Ronnie Jones. Another person, another person. Lord Mo's like, listen, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Mo, it's okay. Like, just have us some quesadillas with this block cheese that we're all eating today. Okay. Everybody's invited. Everybody. Get your quesadilla. We're gonna do some block cheese quesadillas, and we're going on this government cheese, and we're gonna read this, okay? Okay. Not Ronnie, not Ronnie. No. Shout out to Mo. Mo's like, no, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut right now. All right, let's get it together. So we knew about Rodney Jones. After Mr. Upchurch had posted comments to the live chat feed objecting to Mr. Jones' viewpoint, Mr. Sedeno, which is Mel, excuse me, invited Mr. Upchurch onto the show to debate with Mr. Jones. Plaintiff hosted the webcast with Mr. Jones, Mr. Upchurch, and himself, and invited Mr. Upchurch to express his suspicion and concern about Mr. Jones related to Miss Rodney's disappearance. Y'all remember that? He was up there and he was trying to connect the dots, tic tac toe the bitch or something like that by saying that so and so was related to so and somehow they was all related and this was all a crime conspiracy. Okay. And he kind of had like a little fit because I don't know if you guys know, but like one thing about Ryan Upchurch is he tends to have like the little, I don't know, 10-year-old tantrums where he sits there and he's like, you know how I don't know if you guys can relate, but y'all ever been to a playground, maybe when you were a kid and, or like you're playing ball and you're like, whatever, foursquare, and everything's going fine. And then the kiddo loses it, okay, because you won and it's his ball. Well, not only is he pissed off at you, but he's taking his ball home and it's like, bro, we ain't gonna play no foursquare no more because he just took his ball. That's how it was. So this is kind of like if you didn't agree with him, he would have like these little like meltdowns. Now, I thought that was crazy, but then when I was watching Queen Bee's live about it, I saw it all go down. I said, Lord have mercy, that's the longest life. Longest life. Yeah, he's the kid that walks in front of the swings to close and got kicked out too many times. Right. Foursquare. Y'all remember Foursquare back in the day? Just saying. So that's just to kind of summarize what you would see. You know what I'm saying? It's a great way to describe him, says Deborah. Deborah, shout out to Deborah. Deborah, I think you sent me a cash app. Shout out to you. Thank you, love. And Tinkle Tits too. Thank you guys. Um, Moral of the story, don't play with your balls. No, moral of the story, don't lend your balls to other people. That's the moral of the story. Okay? Don't play with people's balls. Y'all keep those balls to yourself. All right? Let's keep going. Okay. Listen, this is just a kickback. Please note that I'm just being sarcastic. None of this is like, it's a say. But some of this is like, it was so dark when it happened that you kind of have to like step back a little bit and look at the different things that were going on because this was a lot. Keep your balls to yourself. That's right, Kathy. You tell these people, keep your balls to your damn self, especially when you have a problem with sharing. Okay? Let's keep going. The more balls, the better. No, Bonnie, thank you. She says, Upchurch taking his own ball home, period. Yo, can y'all get over the balls? All right. Thank you. He says, I like playing with balls though. Shh. Stacy, you ain't playing with those balls, okay? Pika says it was definitely nuts. No pun intended. TV just gifted 5 memberships. Oh, yo, this is like 35 pages. Can you guys get it together? Like, get it together. This is a serious true crime channel. I'm just being honest. All right. Don't make me block everybody here. Just saying. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Look it. If you guys got a membership from DB, please drop a heart in the chat. Thank you, DB. Yeah, I'm trying to get it together. You guys are like, all right, let me stop. I know I'm going to get a phone call later. Okay. So I should give you guys, we've read this complaint before. We've talked about it. So I'm not even going to really get into this, but let's talk about choice of law. Okay. And I got some little notes. All right. So here the debate really becomes like, where is this case going to be? Like, what applies to this case? So a federal court sitting in a diversity must apply the choice of law rules of the forum state, which in this case is Tennessee. This comes down to really is that Upchurch attorneys want this case to be tried in Tennessee. It sounds like Mel wants it in Florida. So there's a little back and forth about this on this specific paragraph. They cite case Montgomery. Okay, in this case, a conflict of law does exist between Tennessee and Florida law. All right, where a conflict of law does exist, Tennessee follows the most significant relationship approach of the reinstatement of conflict of laws to decide choice of law questions. However, if a multi-state defamation did occur, with then Section 150, more citing of laws, provides that in that instance, the state of the most significant relationship will usually be the state where the person was domiciled at the time. Okay. Yeah, they're based, don't you think? But I think that there's differences in the law. I believe that there's caps in different laws. So this is important as they're trying to debate this. Okay. And this is again, Upchurch's attorney that's trying to say, like, listen, this needs to stay in Tennessee. Now, of course, they're arguing Tennessee because it's more convenient for whatever reason, whatever law applies to that, it would be more convenient. That's what they're saying. The reinstatement, however, recognizes that another state could have a more significant relationship to the occurrence and the parties, and the extent of the interests of each potentially interested party should be determined on the basis, among other things, of the purpose sought to be achieved by their relative local law rules and the particular issue involved. Whether there is such a state, another state, should be determined in light of the choice law of principles. Contracts to be taken into account in applying the principle in Section 6 to determine that the law applicable to an issue includes a place where the injury occurred, a place where the conduct causing the injury occurred, the domicile, residence, nationality, place of incorporation, and place of business of the parties, and the place where the relationship, if any, between the parties is centered. Interesting. So let me see what I have here. Um, the argument really becomes is which law applies where and the differences, understanding what the differences between Florida and Tennessee are. Okay, keep that in mind. Um, let me see what else I wrote down. Okay, okay, sorry, just looking up. I know, right? So it may have something to do with what circuit of the Supreme Court and the cases in those areas may be beneficial to this case. Right. Oh, never mind. I understood. I thought you meant they wanted it to move to Florida. No, they're arguing choice of law, like what applies to where exactly. And Crafty Kid, thank you for renewing your membership. Yeah. So that's kind of really not to like go back to the ball, but which ball lands in what court. I'm not trying to go back to that, but I'm just, we got over the balls. But really that's I guess the argument here at this point. Like where does it land? What is, who's going to be doing what? Just saying, court of balls at this point. Absolutely. Not stop it. Stop it. All right. Hey, keep it real. Welcome, welcome. I don't think it matters where the court. Hold on. What did you say? It says I don't think it matters where they hold court at. Tennessee will still take Mel's side. Well, I don't. I think it matters as far as like what applies to it. Like if let me see how I can put this. I think it matters in terms of like what may be in Tennessee may be different in Florida. What laws apply in Tennessee it may be different in Florida. It's about what rules will apply to the ball game. Apps. I like what you said. That's perfectly said. The ball is always in someone's court, right? We got the balls over here. Lord. See, and I haven't even seen anybody drop any ball emojis. Now that I've said it, you guys are going to drop it. Stop. But truly, that's where it lands. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. Thank you. Shout out to you. Thank you. Hey, Bet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Yeah, some states have a cap on how much you can sue. Absolutely, Deborah. And the time length, right? So I believe Tennessee, Lord have mercy, look at y'all. So I believe Tennessee is a little bit different as far as libel and slander and how far or how long and whatnot. So that's kind of why this aspect of the lawsuit is important. Here we go. So let me see. The second court, or excuse me, the Second Circuit, which also uses the most significant relationship test, has held that under such circumstances, there is no basis to conclude a state other than that the plaintiff's domicile had a more significant relationship to the case. They said another case. While not controlling, oh, that's another side. Hold up. I'm trying to. The second, okay. In that case that they cited, it says that the Second Circuit held that despite the plaintiffs being domiciled in Wyoming, the defendant's domicile and the foreign state, New York, has a more significant relationship, and thus New York law applies. Here, plaintiff is a resident of Florida, and Mr. Upchurch is a resident of Tennessee. The complaint does make the conclusion, the allegations that harm occurred in Florida. The other allegations show it was global, as plaintiffs mostly complaints of harm to his online reputation. Thus, this court should find that this factor favors neither state. The relevant policies and local laws of Tennessee provide significantly more protections for speaker than those of Florida. Interesting. That's interesting. Yo, the relevant policies, okay, and local laws of Tennessee provide significantly more protections for speakers than those of Florida. Tennessee does not recognize defamation per se and requires all plaintiffs to plead and prove damages. Maybe that's why they want this in Tennessee, right? Hmm. Mm-hmm. This is what Upchurch attorneys are saying. They're saying that because there's a cap, this is what they're saying. The relevant policies and local laws of Tennessee provide significantly more protections for speakers. Who's putting out the defamation? Right? That's Upchurch. They're saying that Tennessee protects the speakers more than in Florida. You know? Hey, welcome, welcome, love. Welcome to the channel. Um, Thank you, love. Anyone else join the lone wolf? Be the guest. Be my guest. Okay. Yes, like in the JD. Yeah, yeah. There you go. To have the case. This is important, right, Scooby Doo? Like you know, as a non-lawyer myself, but I think that this is probably the most important part. Tinkleton. Do I have anybody from Tennessee? Because Tinkleton said that Tennessee is the punching wall, the wall punching state. Stop. Sorry, when I didn't mean it by I was joking. No, no worries, girl. We are chill over here. Chill out. It's all good. It's all good. Mm, you just have to misspell the words. That's all. Because it's not me. It's YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Rabbit. Checking if you saw my email. I don't know. I'll have to check. Uh, I do get a lot of emails, but let me check. I don't know if is it under other? Just put, you don't have to super chat me, just put it in there. You're in, okay, so you're in Tennessee. Okay, shout out to everybody from Tennessee if I have anybody from Tennessee here. Uh Tennessee don't claim his ass, and West in the middle in there says Peekaboo, Lord have mercy. Well, okay. Let's keep reading. So Tennessee does not recognize defamation per se and requires all plaintiffs to plead and prove damages. Moreover, Tennessee has a statutory cap to damages recoverable in civil actions, including defamation. Additionally, the last factor of Section 6, which addresses the place where the relationship, if any, between the parties is centered, weighs neither in favor of Florida or Tennessee law. Yeah. The parties' relationship is centered solely online. While plaintiff does allege Mr. Upchurch called this Florida telephone number, that was the mechanism by which Mr. Upchurch appeared in plaintiff's online webcast. Therefore, after weighing all the factors, this court should hold the Tennessee law applies. This is what Upchurch's attorneys are saying. They're saying, listen, you need to keep this lawsuit in Tennessee. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. Yeah, you don't want to violate TOS if we don't love rabbit. Yeah, don't violate TOS if you love rabbit. I mean, sometimes you do, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, this is why YouTube holds some of the comments. Shout out to you guys. I'm just trying to include you guys in the conversation. What are y'all saying? Let's see. Yes, yes, we love him too. I'm from Michigan, and I think we should have the most people who play with their balls here because our state is. Yo, y'all, you're never gonna let me live this down, are you? Never, never. I don't know. Look at you guys. Look, see, y'all better stop. See, Smoky Blue Dad says, look, I'm in Tennessee, have never punched a wall. I put a hole in the wall once with my head. Ooh, ouch. But that's not the whole story. Girl, not your head. Oh my goodness. Tinkleton said that Tennessee was the air hole punching wall state. Come after Tinkletits. Tinkletits was the one that put that out there. You're remonetizing the stream. I know you guys are misbehaving in the chat. Y'all gonna have to pay me to misbehave. Look at this. Because you know they'd be like they will take a stream down in a heartbeat, especially now. Thank you for the $4.99 love. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Did you? All right. Let's get it together. So legal standard. Um, so Upchurch's attorneys explained to us that the federal rule of civil procedure permits dismissal of a complaint for failure to state a claim upon which reliefs can be granted. While reviewing court construes the complaint in the light most favorable to the plaintiff, accepts all factual allegations as true. A court is not required to accept as true unwarranted legal conclusions and or / factual allegations, nor is the court required to accept as true allegations that are contradicted by documents that have been incorporated by reference in the complaint. A court needs not to feel constrained to accept as true conflicting pleadings that are contradicted by statements in the complaint itself. And this is another site. Okay. It is a well suited rule that when a written instrument contradicts allegations in the complaint to which it is attached, the exhibit trumps the allegations. Okay. Argument. Here we go. This is what they say. This is what they're arguing. Okay. Plaintiff's claims are barred by Tennessee's statute of limitations. That's what they said in the earlier paragraph. Keep that in mind. Even when applying the law of a different jurisdiction, Tennessee court still applies Tennessee law on matters that are procedural. Okay. We got a whole citing of the law there. In Tennessee, or not a law, I'm sorry, of a case. In Tennessee, a statute of limitations is considered a procedural issue. Therefore, Tennessee statute of limitations will apply even if this court finds that Florida is more appropriate for a substantive law. Mm. In Tennessee, the statute of limitations for libel is 1 year, and the statute of limitations for slander is 6 months. So they're arguing that um, time has run out for Mel. That's what they're saying. Plaintiff's claim was brought on August 21st, 2023. The latest date plaintiff could have brought an action for libel and 6 months too late for slander. For libel and 6 months too late for slander. Thus, it is if this court finds that Mr. Upchurch's statements were alleged slander and not alleged libel, plaintiff's defamation claims are time barred. Now, y'all remember when we reviewed this lawsuit, we had talked about that people have been pointing, well, no, Mel's out of time. It's too late. No, but that's what they're arguing about right now. I mean, the attorney is doing what the attorney does, argue, right? That's what they do. That's what they do. Aesop, thank you for becoming a member. Hey, Burden of Proof, thank you for being here. Shout out to you. Thank you. And I hope you're having a blessed day. Shout out to everybody. I kicked one hole in the wall one time and I was a teenager. Can't spell. It's like, listen, I have a case here. I was a teenager. But when you're a teenager, it's understandable, right? You'd be doing holes in the walls in Tennessee. It's understandable. It's when you hit like the age of, I don't know, I mean, unless you're like shit faced drunk and you're 21, you're over 21 and you get drunk and you accidentally put a hole in the wall, I guess that's a little bit different. You party too hard. Even in your 20s. Little after that, 28, 27, then you're just doing too much. You know? It's like, what are you doing? Are you purposely trying to damage your stuff? Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Everybody. Let me see. Hold up. Sorry, guys. I had a visitor come in here. Yeah, if that's the case, Mel needs to file again because Upchurch was running his mouth after that. Right, Teresa? Right, Teresa? You ain't never lie about that one. No, ma'am. My son was 16 and it was a no-go. No, no busting walls, people. Okay, not okay if you are a broke single mom and you have to buy a new door. That's true. Yeah, don't be doing that. Yeah, wood and drywall is expensive nowadays. You ain't never lie. It is. Okay. All right. Let's get it together. Y'all are distracting me. Get it together, okay? Shout out to the chat, by the way. I'm kind of hungry at this point. I'm totally ready for some government cheese quesadillas and some tortillas. I'm just saying. Let's continue. In Tennessee, the statute of limitations for libel is 1 year. We already read that. They're saying it's time barred, time barred. Okay. The reinstatement has set out a narrow exception for allowing some spoken words to be considered libel. Under Section 568A reads as following: broadcasting of defamatory matter by means of radio or television is libel, whether or not it is read from a manuscript. Mm. Importantly, the reinstatement explains that what it means by a broadcast. Okay, and then they put the section and it's underlined with the prestige and potential effect upon the public mind of a standardized means of publication that many people tend to automatically to accept as conveying truth are such as to put the broadcaster upon the same footing as the publisher of the newspaper. So, the attorney further argues comments explain that the prestige and standardized nature of traditional broadcasting clearly evoke the notion that such formal means of broadcast publication through spoken have the reliability or perceived reliability of a written word. Now, I was thinking about something. Perceived reliability, right? People think, and this is just a thought that I had, right? Just a thought, all right? Did Ryan Upchurch, for those that followed this whole situation, did he just like speak? Did he just make slanderous statements? Or I guess, yeah, that would be slander. Did he just make all kinds of crazy statements about just by words? Was that the only thing that he did? Did he say, so, Mel is a this person and it is a fact? Y'all remember when we were following some of this? For those that have been following me that long or those that saw it on another channel. And I think Burden of Proof, you might be in the chat. Yeah, you are. You're still here. Okay. Burden of Proof. When he was making all these statements about Mel, you, a bunch of other people, right? He didn't just speak it, right? He didn't, it was that. But was there anything written? Like, I'm just thinking, well, wait a minute. He did that, sell me a kid. Remember when he wrote that on a paper? Then you got to think about what was in his description box. You got to think about how did he title his things? Because any defamation, that would be written too. So not only are you like talking shit, but you're also typing up. If I put a title and say Ryan Upchurch is a do, yeah, that's written, right? That would be written because it's in a title. If I put a hashtag on it, that's written because it's in the title. If I put it in the description box, that's written, right? It's not just spoken anymore. It was written. Yeah, he was showing how he got to his conclusions. He was thank you, ooh, girl, yes, prayers. He was also making comments under other people's comments, right? As a fact. So not only did he run the mouth, right? And do the videos. And by the way, he wasn't like he would go live, but he was also uploading these videos. You have to understand the time, the editing, everything that goes behind to do these kinds of videos to defame a person. Yeah. And I mean, I remember it all. So not only did he speak it, he certainly typed it up. He did. Sure did. Just saying. Yep. It has to be written in Tennessee to be considered. That's right. Don't you think, Running Bear, that written would also be a title of a video? Written could also be the description box of a video. Written could also be a hashtag. Just saying. Shout out to Scooby Doo. Just saying. Welcome, love. So I would think that that would have something to do with it. Look at the videos of him saying Mel and Zanime made Kylie Rodney a host. Like, what the F? Look at even Tinkletits is like putting the spaces between the words. So he don't get no blocking. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I think it's drugs. I could be wrong, but I think he had a long binge. Could be, love. Could be. I wonder about that point. Yeah. Wonder about that point. All right. Let's get it together. So they're just making the argument. They're saying, well, no, Tennessee, it would need to be written. Well, the title's written, description is written. Just saying. Tennessee has applied that exception to a television broadcast, but only because it was produced with a written script. So another more citing in there. Sorry, guys. Had somebody come in here. The most prevalent view is that broadcasts should be considered as libel, particularly if they are based on written scripts. However, not all broadcasts or similar publications are viewed the same, and in this view is not universal view. Okay, let's keep going. There is no similarity between the medium, content, and context of Mr. Upchurch's statement and the traditional broadcast media reference in section 56.8a. Mr. Upchurch's case displays the hallmarks of alleged slander. First and foremost, Mr. Upchurch's videos do not display the premeditation traditionally associated with libel, and the videos presented represent his unscripted, blurred, blurred out spoken word. Mm. Mr. Upchurch, for instance, is clearly reacting to information in real time. Really? In real time? That's interesting. That's interesting. Because I don't know about that. Glitter, I could never read transcripts because I would go on a tangent. Like, girl, no. I would try to make it fun though. Like, if I was like, but I would totally go on a tangent. Like, I would be fired. I would be fired if I had to read, you know? Yes, Scooby Doo. Shout out to you and welcome to the channel. His meds need to be examined. Lord have mercy, yo. Oh, listen, Nikki says, Nick, not Nikki, Nick says he titled one of his videos, these YouTubers will be investigated over Kylie Rodney case. He said it, insinuated it, and unscrambled their names to prove guilty, right? You right, Nick. Sure did. Premeditation is shown by his research. He does not, he does to show his audience. Yeah. Y'all remember when he was making the connection? Stifler's mom, you might have, because I remember he was doing like, when he was saying, so when the Kylie Rodney wasn't real and even defaming the family. Yes, I remember that. But remember when he was like unscrambling and doing all that? Like, why was he doing that? Where's my notebook? He literally, look, I got my notes here. He would go, oh man, hold up, where am I at? Here it is. Sell me a kid, and then unscrambled it back. Don't you think that that took premeditation too? I mean, this is my thought. I mean, I'm just wondering about the attorney, right? Yes, and no, because he showed his recording step by step on how he came to the conclusion that I was anime. There you go, proof. Yeah, that was premeditated. It wasn't like, oops, I'm just gonna say some shit out of the air and, completely try to defame somebody. No, that was premeditated. And then how he made the connection, then the girl, the other 16-year-old girl who's had a similar name to Kylie, okay? And they were saying it was Kylie Ross, it was a different girl, and that girl got harassed and stalked. That was dangerous. Like this got so out of hand. So I don't know how his attorney is saying that there was no premeditation because you have to premeditate it. I mean, uploading, editing, saying what you're going to say is premeditation. Just a thought. Just because nobody's murdered doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's the word. Maybe it's the word that he said. You know? Uh, yes. You know what? Garbage felt, and that's what people were saying. Pretty sure he was wired on Adderall. He had allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. But people have been saying that. People, listen. I have ADHD. I do not medication chain. Maybe he has some diagnosis that I'm not aware of. I know that when I've taken Adderall before. Do I sound kind of robotic? Girl, what? Let me know if I do. Let me know. Let me know. Hopefully not. He admitted abusing? Okay. Um, my mic sounds distorted every now and then. Okay, hold up. No, hopefully it doesn't go out. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Let me see if I can restart this mic. 1 second. Quick. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Do I sound robotic? Do I sound robotic? Don't make me do the robot. Do I sound robotic? Hello? Let me know. Yes? Good? Put a rabbit on the chat. Put a rabbit on the chat. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm not seeing it. I still sound robotic? I sound clearer now? Okay. Just sounds hollow? Okay. Better. All right. Better, 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 better. Better, better. Please, these headphones were expensive. I'm not trying to buy any more headphones till 2027. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Cool. Y'all here. Look at this. Better. You're better. All right. I believe you. Yeah, I'm not trying to medication shame at all. I myself used to take Adderall because I am diagnosed with ADHD. I don't take it. I haven't taken it in a couple years. However, you could tell when somebody has ADHD and they're taking it for their ADHD versus somebody that's abusing it. It is completely different. As somebody who's taken ADHD medication, I think I took it for like 2 years. Um, and let me just tell, I can go to bed. I could take ADHD medication and go to bed. That's how severe my ADHD is. Like sometimes it doesn't even work on me anymore. It just doesn't. I took it for a long time. So for somebody to like, if he was taking all this stuff and was doing all kinds of stuff while he was taking it, then he probably shouldn't have been on it. And ADHD medication can be very dangerous. It can cause psychosis for some folks if you are not diagnosed with that. It's why you got to go to your psychiatrist, okay, and get that diagnosis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Doesn't make someone tweak for 8 hours if they don't have it. Yeah. I've taken ADHD. Like I said, that shit just puts me to sleep. Like I'm able to go to sleep. Um, and it's nothing. Yeah. Yeah. It's like coffee. I can drink a lot of coffee and it doesn't keep me up at night. It does not. It doesn't have that effect on me. I'm so severely with ADHD that it's horrible. So, anyways. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get it together. So, they're making the argument about whether this was the pre-planned part, the statements are not deliberate or pre-planned, which I would beg. I would probably argue against that and be like, no, sir, ma'am, sir, they were deliberate. Okay, they were intentional. There was malice behind that. Whether rather they are reactionary and unscripted. Mm. Accordingly, under Tennessee law, the statute of limitations is 6 months because plaintiff averts the anniversary for the earliest videos that form the basis of this complaint fall on Sunday, August 23rd. The Tennessee statute of limitations for this suit expires on February 21st of 2023. Okay, hold up, y'all. I got the dog here. Sorry, y'all. ADHD, and I can hear that I have ADHD. Scroll very easily. Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Look at all my ADHDers. We all just we're not surprised, man. What happened to us? Okay. Importantly, because the entirety of the plaintiff's actions against Mr. Upchurch is based on constitutionally protected speech. Each cause of action should be dismissed. Now, we knew that they were going to be making this argument of protective speech and whatnot, right? But um, there's an exception to that, and that is defamation, right? Truly, it is. First Amendment limitations are applicable to all claims of whatever label whose gravamen is the alleged injurious falsehood of the statement. Mm, mm, mm. First, plaintiff alleged that the August 2022 Specimen 1 video states and or implies plaintiff's YouTube handle, Ickedmel, now this is where we get to it, is a code word for sex trafficking. I saw that video. I think I replayed that video on my channel. Just saying. Okay. As discussed in infra, while the caption of the video is Ickedmel is a sex trafficking word, code word, any assertion that the caption is a statement of fact rather than pure opinion and question is directly contradicted by the content of the video as well as the follow-up video. So they're saying because the caption, there's contradiction to what the video said. Yeah, but you also wrote that, right? Like you also wrote it. And to me, it's a very Ickedmel is a sex trafficking code word. That's what it says. And then he goes in there showing his video, his evidence of how he came about that. Right? I don't know. And you know what is crazy though? I'm just gonna say this. If somebody had said this about Ryan Upchurch, if they had said, listen, your name flipped upside down all over, scrambled, is code word for this, you already know that Ryan Upchurch would have sued. Like he doesn't play that. There was one time I'll never forget, there was a panel where somebody made an allegation or a statement and he did a video where he said he was going to sue some people. Okay? So he doesn't like it like when people he likes to dish it, right? That's what he likes to do, but when people actually get at him about it, he doesn't like to take it. He really doesn't. Yeah. Absolutely, Kelly. Absolutely. Yeah, he used it. I don't know about it. Triangulate. The formula, right? Oh Lord. And we were just like, what the hell? Yeah, yeah. Right, Dr. K. Hold up. Okay. Let's keep it going. Yep, I saw the video where he wrote his name on the piece of paper and he scrambled it. Yeah, I have a picture. He confirmed the caption, or at least tried to, or at least tried to. Oh, and Ryan would show, would have Rage destroy his entire house, sue them, and then had his fan base attack and harass them nonstop. Right. It was okay. Like I don't know. It's a lot of double standards, but I guess like to me, when you have the money to do that, and that's what I chop it up to. I feel like that he feels like he's, not touchable because he has the cash. He's got the cash to get sued. Right? Just saying. Okay, let's keep going. So we saw that. He says is specimen one is a transcribe. It's transcribed as follow. All right. All right. So check this out, he says. You know how these F words, fuckers, fucking weirdos out here who like do stuff to kids and shit have like code words? I'll remember that. Am I robotic again? Lord have mercy. Really? I might be robotic on purpose because I'm not trying to get demonetized. Says, okay, well, the dude who's like, hey, Ryan, I don't know anything about this missing kid. Okay, look at his name. Look how it's spelled. All right. His YouTube name is Ickedmel. Ickedmel. If you unscramble it, it says that's only using the letters that are there. And it also says licked me. Why is his name unscrabble says sell me kid? Remember that? Licked me. Like sell me kid. If you sound it out, it says sell me kid. And I had a moment where I was like, whoa, what kind of shit are you in? Yes, garbage. Yes, love. The Rodney family's also suing him. Yep. I'm trying. Girl, listen, I'm not a professional. No, no, no. No, no, no. I will get my stuff wrong. I'm human. Okay. So go ahead. Why does it sound like you said licked me? Okay. So he says, why does it say licked me? If you look for children and your page is dedicated to looking for children and covering missing children. Why? This is a fucking weird disco man. Explain this motherfucker. What's wrong with the disco man? What's a disco man? He really said this is a fucking weird disco man. Or sicko. Is that what he was trying to say? But he literally said disco man. Just wondering. I think we were all shocked. Y'all remember watching those videos? We were all shocked. All of us. Just saying. I might need to change my earbuds. My headset gets wonky. Yeah, I don't think it needs charging. I'll have to check it out. But Burden, let me know if you hear me. He hardly ever covers children. Yeah, he hardly does, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're reading this brings me back. Pretty sure I'm smoking watching this I'm y'all are having like deja vu because I saw this shit in real time and I was like, I don't know. You do hear me? Oh, tinkle. Man, these damn headphones. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Let me know because we got a couple pages to go through. Hold up. We might do the last argument here. Maybe. You guys hear me loud and clear? Robotic every now and then? All right. I'm going to have to listen to this stream so I can hear where I'm sounding. You can hear me. Okay. I'm just yo, these headphones were not they were very expensive. They were like 250 plus bucks. I'm not trying to buy any more new headphones. I just bought them like last month. You know? Yes, I did. I did. So if I need to return them, you better believe I will. Um okay. Okay. Well, just let me know. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, thank you. So that's what he said. Now you imagine you put that shit out there and you got your own daughter and kids. Here's a specimen two. Plaintiff alleged the August 21st of 2022 specimen 2 video states and or implies plaintiff was linked to a hidden YouTube pedophilia website. As discussed infra, while the caption of the video is Santa May and Ickedmel linked to a hidden YouTube pedo site, emoji Kylie Rodney. Any assertion that the caption is a statement of fact other than pure opinion, including question, is directly contradicted by the content of the video. Mm, Girl, no, these are not no Timu headphones. You know what? It might be Sassy. It might be StreamYard. Yes, that was written. Sassy, it might be StreamYard actually. Because I don't know. I need to figure that out. That would be awesome. I need to figure it out how to put an equalizer. I like that. All right. If it's giving more issues, then I'm going to have to head out because I'm not going to do this while you guys are not hearing me well. And I would hate to, waste everybody's time. Um, so then he puts that out there. The evidence is not stopping against these motherfuckers, he says. All right. So we already linked Ickedmel to Ronnie Jones and showed y'all who both of them were and linked the bump lip girl to them as well. Bump lip girl just deleted her fucking YouTube. And that's what they were referring to. Like, I don't understand what is it about these men that were bullying this woman. Um, I don't get it. I don't get it. So they were bullying Zanime. They were calling her all kinds of names. It was just horrible. And that was one of them. Bump Lip Girl was one of them. Okay. So I went to go type in her name on the podcast thing. The Zanime, it goes to a YouTube channel that is talking about Kylie Rodney. When you click on the comments, dude, it's a link to a child porn and sex dude. It even says 18 and below. Dude, y'all some sick motherfuckers. Anybody following Ickedmel after today, well, fuck. We'll know where all these weirdos are, I guess. Thank you, Momo. Thank you. It says plaintiffs have failed to allege defamation or defamation by implication under Tennessee and Florida laws. So they get into that even more. Okay. You forgot that video? I did not. I'm just telling you, it was a lot of videos. So we've covered this a little bit. This is their argument. Plaintiff have failed to allege defamation or defamation by implication. There's no meaningful difference in Tennessee law and Florida law as to the elements of defamation, nor the analysis to determine whether the statements are actionable. Okay? Thus, Mr. Upchurch's statements are protected opinion under the laws of both states. To establish a prima facie case for defamation under Tennessee law, a plaintiff must prove actual damages that the statement is defamatory. So they're making the argument that listen, the title says one thing, but the video says something different, and it's all his opinion, and therefore it is protected under the First Amendment. That's what the argument is there. You know? I don't know. Let me go down a little bit more because that just goes into that. Statements of opinion are not defamatory. Okay. More argument, more sightings. Mr. Upchurch's statements are pure opinion because all facts were disclosed, which he says in the videos, but are they facts? And I don't know. Are they not facts? Protected opinion. Here, Mr. Upchurch is deliberate and walking his audience through the facts upon which is commentary based. So putting people together and saying that somehow they're in some child peddle ring and trafficking, yeah, I would. That's not. I don't know. Like even this is a little bit insulting. It's commentary, but it's defamatory. It's meant to hurt the person's reputation, right? Truly, truly. Hey, Hash Brown. Rabbit, I'm friends with Anime. Want me to ask her if I can connect with you? Yeah, I'm already. I think I have a connection with her already. JB, welcome. He didn't present it as opinion. He called it evidence. He did. Thank you, JB, for pointing that out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night, Scooby Doo. Thank you for pointing that out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did. He did, Momo. I saw that. Let's keep going. And I'm just kind of going through this because if my headphones are robotic, I don't want to be bothering people. Specimen 2 is protected speech. So he goes to what the statements were on specimen 2, why it's protected. It's protected opinion. Mr. Upchurch began the video by showing an on-screen exactly what he searched on the web. The name Xanabay. They put the exhibit. The first populated result in the video about Miss Rodney's disappearance. Mr. Upchurch assumes this is Xaname's second channel. He states that there are pornography links in the comment section, which appears to be true. Which, by the way, those are bots. Doesn't mean that anybody paid anybody, but he wasn't hearing that either. He wasn't trying to be corrected whatsoever. I mean, I remember, I think myself, I believe the glare, a lot of people gave commentary to try to correct him, but he wasn't having it. He was saying this as fact. He didn't give a shit. He didn't correct himself. He didn't say, you know what, this is wrong. I shouldn't have done it this way. No, he didn't. The context in which specimen 1 and 2 were published indicate that Mr. Upchurch's statements are protected opinion. That again is something that could be argued. I don't know. Mr. Upchurch's statements are protected rhetorical hyperbole and questions, which are not defamatory. Again, making that argument. I'm trying to go to the page. I think it's 24, which concludes that. Hold up, y'all. Plaintiff participation renders him a limited purpose public figure. So here they're arguing whether Mel is a public figure or not. It says that the second prong requires this court to determine the nature and extent of plaintiff's participation in the public controversy, and in doing so, Cooley Court advises the courts consider three factors. First, the extent to which the participation in the controversy is voluntary. Second, the extent to which there is access to channels of effective communication in order to counteract false statements. And third, the prominence of the role played in the public controversy. Plaintiff's participation in the public controversy was entirely voluntary. Plaintiff voluntarily thrusted himself into the center of the controversy by posting videos discussing Rodney's disappearance. This is where it kind of trips me out because I almost feel like they're trying to blame him for well, I get it as YouTubers, we may expose ourselves to shit. I get that. But what we don't expose ourselves to is to be doxxed, to be harassed, to be to have you when you have people that intentionally try to hurt you and then they make threats towards you, I've been in Mel's position. So this is the part where it's like, well, you're intentionally covering this case. Therefore, it is okay for people to have their opinion. That's absolutely fine. But to threaten, but to have people threaten you, but to have followers stalk you, to post your children and then make any kind of threats and then you're having to go to the police, that's so people should have to go through that. That's not okay. It's not even allowed in the terms of services. I'm just saying. Really, look at that. His fans, because they go crazy, right? They do. They do. And in exactly, Mo, he did say it in the opinion. You're right. It is crazy. So, I mean, it does happen. So they're making the argument, well, you threw yourself to the fire, okay, by covering this case, okay, and participating, interviewing, and showcasing Mr. Jones and others on his live webcast. In fact, plaintiff, a content creator, admits that inserting himself into controversies is how he makes his income. Once. Um, Let me see. Even a cursory glance of plaintiff's YouTube page will reveal that plaintiffs moves from one particular topic to another, hosting live webcasts and discussing potential evidence or statements from parties integral to controversy. Thus, his actions here in making controversial videos regarding the Rodney disappearance are entirely voluntary and financially lucrative. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that. Yeah, that would right. They are. They're trying to make a argument like, listen, this is the nature, which is fine. They're absolutely correct. It is the nature of the beast that we throw ourselves into these topics, that you're going to have other content creators or subscribers or whatever try to make content of the things that you're talking about. That is a given. But what is not okay is for somebody to call you some kind of a pedo, to make threats, to instruct anybody to go make threats to anybody, to say, if anybody's following Mel, yeah, no, it doesn't. And Mel doesn't do that. Mel doesn't sit there and call people pedos. He doesn't sit there and like, I'm just saying, and I'll say it again. If somebody was doing this to Ryan Upchurch, he would sue the shit out of anybody. That's what it is. And so he thinks that he can get away doing it to others because he has a little money. That's what it is. Money. Not little, but money. Okay? Exactly. Exactly. It's a lot of abuse. I know, Slayer. Listen, I was reading that. I said, "Lord have mercy, this is gonna make me mad." And we're not trying to get mad. Robot Rabbit. Maybe that's what I should call myself. Robot Rabbit. Whew. You asked for a defense. Total BS. Right. 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 Sorry, guys. I got people bugging me. A plaintiff had a prominent role in the controversy. So now you played a role in it. Which why? Because you were there. Okay. Finally, plaintiff played a prominent role in the controversy as plaintiff admits he hosts Mr. Jones and his tips on the YouTube channel just days after the news that Miss Rodney went missing. Okay? He says, uh, moreover, his conversations with Ronnie James, is it James or Jones? He did he just misspell Ronnie Jones, James? When did Ronnie James Jones become James Jones? Lord, headphone bugs. No, I think it's StreamYard. I'm not giving up on these headphones. So they just called him Rodney James. I'm pretty sure it's Rodney Jones. Played a role in the investigation and were even reported by news sources. Okay. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Call me Robot Rabbit, TJ. That's how it is. Thus, plaintiff is at the very least a limited purpose public figure. Plaintiff has not only met the requirements of the Sixth Circuit three-part test, but has positioned himself as only a public figure can be used in the media to push forward his version of events. Accordingly, plaintiff was required to adequately plead actual malice to maintain an action he did not. Ooh, okay. Plaintiff did not adequately plead actual malice. And that's another, you know, argument, legal argument. What did I write here? Um, on whether he pled actual malice or not. They go back and forth on that. It is a false standard. It is subjective on one, which the ultimate question is whether the defendant made the statement with knowledge that the statement was false or with reckless disregard for the truth. To make a statement with reckless disregard for the truth, a defendant must have made the statement with a high degree of awareness of probability falsity. So to me, I felt, I mean, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, I think he was reckless and there was a lot of malice behind what he said. Okay. And what he did to the family as well. Right? Just a thought. If anything, the facts alleged in the complaint and documents incorporate therein show the opposite of Mr. Upchurch's state of mind. For instance, specimen 1, plaintiff admits, sell me kid and lick me are literally two anagrams of Ickedmel. This is upsetting me. I don't know if I can like. Like even the argument of it. Plaintiff cites to Mr. Upchurch's republication of his own videos for the proposition that Mr. Upchurch knew or had an awareness of the faults of his implications, that plaintiff was involved in sex trafficking. So basically saying, well, Mel knew that this wasn't true and it's just opinion, basically. Plaintiff alleged that it is clear from the video that Mr. Upchurch republished along with his comments that Ickedmel is not a sex trafficking code word. Taken as true, Mr. Upchurch therefore could not have made the statement with actual malice, and as plaintiff is admitting that Mr. Upchurch gave readers sufficient information to weigh in for themselves for the likelihood of the video's veracity. The same can be said of plaintiff's allegations regarding specimen 2. So going by every specimen, just saying. Say no to drugs, say no to drugs. Yeah, Meg, thank you. Yeah, you remember the purple light BS? Because he was like, what is purple? Y'all remember. If my lights are purple, does that mean that I'm part of the gang too? What does purple lights mean? It means I need a new light bulb. That's what that means. That's what that means. It sure does. Sure does. Plaintiff's claims for intentional infliction of emotional distress and false light invasion of privacy should be dismissed because Mr. Upchurch's statements are matter of public concern. So that now that right there is interesting that they would make that as an argument. Speech deals with matter of public concern when it can be fairly considered as relating to any matter of potential social and or other concern to the community. No, telling people that somebody is involved in selling kids is like number one, it's lying. You're lying to the public. You're defaming another person's character. It's amazing. I'm just liars. Liars, just saying. You remember that? It's not about what Mel knows. It's about all who believe and followed everything Upchurch claimed to be fact. Exactly. Right. Momo, you better be careful with that purple candlelight. They're gonna say you're part of the Illuminati district too. And the Purple Hearts, yo. That's how these really. Well, there you go. Just saying, man. The purple light. Now they got those strobe lights. I don't know. Okay. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I don't want to keep bugging. Intentional infliction of emotional distress in Florida. Florida courts recognizes that the single publication, single action rule, which uh, provides that multiple actions cannot be maintained when they arise from the same publication upon which a failed defamation claim is based. Florida courts have held that the single wrongful acts given rise to a single action cause of action and the various injuries resulting from it are merely items of damage arising from the same wrongs. Oh, okay. You guys hear me? Okay. All right. Cool. False light in Tennessee. The Tennessee Supreme Court expressly recognizes the separate tort of false light evasion. Okay. Here we go. For all other false light claims, in particular those asserted by plaintiff who is a public official or public figures, or for claims asserted by a private individual are a matter of public concern. The actual malice standard applies for the reasons argued in section what is it? 6. Supra plaintiff has failed to allege actual malice and therefore this claim should fail. Conclusion. For all those reasons, Mr. Upchurch respectfully requests this court, respectfully, thank you. Thank you, Wine to Water. Shout out to you. It says respectfully. The It should be dismissed. That's what they said, and then they signed it, and that was that. Now, I kind of want to like read. I'm not going to do it tonight though cuz I got to head over to Baby Bunny. But I kind of want to read what Mel's attorney said in response to all of this. So we'll probably review that this week. Just depending. I know I got some stuff dropping tomorrow on some other stuff. Um Let me know your thoughts. You said Kylie Rodney's family deserves Ryan's extra house. Ickedmel and Zanime deserve the residuals for Ryan from Ryan. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Well, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, if you guys are watching the replay and you guys are having issues with the sound, let me know in the comments. Listen, we got the receipts and we got the protection plan on this thing. We need to get whatever we need to get, make sure that it's on right where it needs to be. Okay? Because this thing was literally $250. That's too much. That's too much. But thank you, Polyrhythm, for the feedback. Shout out to you. It's gonna be a lot of arguments. I mean, they're arguing whether he's a public figure or not. They're arguing whether he's a private citizen, whether this was like it's a lot. There's a lot to go through. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess we will see what happens next. Thank you, Kathy. Welcome. Thank you. I'm still getting robotic. Okay. Well, damn. I'm gonna let you guys go, but let me know your thoughts in the comments about this whole situation. I'm curious to see what Mel's attorney has had to respond to this. You guys have a great night with your government cheese, chicken quesadillas. Okay. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah. Y'all have a great night. I know, yo. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My hair looks fabulous. Good. Because I washed it. Finally. I'm just joking. All right, you guys have a great, great day. I'm still a little like birthday. What is it? A birthday? Not that I drink. I don't drink, but birthday hungover. Like I still want it to be, taking more days off, but I guess I can't. I guess I can't. Yeah, shout out to the government block cheese. Yes. Yo, you can always hit the like. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll look at the emails and see what is up. Thank you, nonsense. Because you said you send me an email. I have a lot of emails to review. But thank you. Thank you. Look at y'all. Aw, well it's the birthday here, I guess. I don't know. Thank you. The birth week. That's right. All right, I'm done. Bye guys. Have a great one. Bye.